Welcome. In this video, we are going to be exploring the applications of standard form in real life. As we said earlier, standard form is writing a number in the form of a times 10 to the power n, where your a is in between 10 and 0. That is greater than 0 but less than 10, and your n is an integer. That is a positive or a negative. Now, standard form is used to express very small numbers and very big numbers, and we meet them a lot in real life. For us to do so, we are going to make use of prefixes, and we are going to explore what these prefixes mean and they are equivalents in standard form. So today we shall explore this table. It has a prefix and its symbol and the name in words, the powers to 10 of what the prefix means, and an example. For example, I'm going to start with the very common ones. Milli. We usually meet this word in measurements. For example, a millimeter, okay, and its symbol is M. Milli basically means a thousandths, which is 10 to the power negative 3. So in real life, you would measure amount of a liquid in millimeters. For example, if you're going to take an injection, the amount of liquid you might have there could be in milliliters. In milliliters. That basically means 10 to the power negative 3 of a liter. So if you have 20 milliliters, that means you have 20 times 10 to the power negative 3 of a liter. We have micro. Some people usually talk about a microsecond. It has a symbol mu, and micro basically means 10 to the power negative 6 in standard form. In computer science, we usually talk about mega, so that's megabytes. We talk about giga, that's gigabytes. Tera, that's terabytes. So in real life, you'll say, for example, the size of my hard disk is 500 gigabytes. What does that mean though? It means that you have 500 times 10 to the power 9 bytes. Okay, so this is an example of an application of standard form in real life. So I'll let you investigate this table, and then after we shall answer a few questions from this. Now, this is for us to use our knowledge from that table and complete this one. Let me take an example. You are going to look at a real life measurement, like the size of a human cell. In standard form, it is 2.5 times 10 to the power negative 6 meters. Can you write that as an integer or decimal? You're going to write that over here, and then you're going to write the expression in words. So because you know that this is times 10 to the power negative 6, you look in your table and find out what does times 10 to the power negative 6 mean in words. And that is over here. So that means that I'm going to use the prefix micro. So I'll come over to my table and complete that. Size of a human cell is 2.5. Okay, I need to write that in words though. 2.5, but figures will work also. 2.5 micrometers. Okay. How did I know that? This number, 10 to the power negative 6, has a prefix of micro. Okay. Good. You could, let me try out another one for us. We have the wavelength of light, and that is 7.2 times 10 to the power negative 7. So I'll go to my table and look at, do I have a negative 7 anywhere? No, I don't. But I do have a negative 6. How can I achieve a negative 7 in my calculation over here? Sorry, a negative 6 in my calculation here. It means that if I multiplied with a 10 here, it will go to a negative 6. So I'll also multiply with a 10 over here. So my expression would be 72 times 10 to the power negative 6, which means that the wavelength of red light is actually 72 micrometers. So this is the first piece of work that you're going to do today, and that is you're going to be completing this table, applying the knowledge of standard form to real life, and you'll be writing some of the expressions in words using the prefixes that mean a specific power of 10.